know if anybody was watching Jimmy Kimmel last night, but he got very emotional when he told the audience about his newborn son's medical drama. Take a look.
They did an echocardiogram, which is a sonogram of the heart, and found that Billy was born with a heart disease. Dr. Starnes opened his chest and fixed one of the 2 defects in his heart. The operation was a success. It was the longest 3 hours of my life, but it was a success. President Trump last month proposed a $6 billion cut in funding to the National Institute of Health. And thank God our congressman made a deal last night to not go along with that. No parent should ever have to decide if they can afford to save their child's life. It just shouldn't happen.
There you go.
So awful.
And he is... I mean, he's right about that. And something that's vital should unite Republicans and Democrats, because who's to make that decision, you know? So, and that's what he's basically saying. It should not be about whether you can afford to save your kid's life. It should be that you're entitled to save your kid's life. That's so what he did is he suggested that people could donate to the hospital, to Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. And if you're interested in doing that, go to our website. And go to our website because there's not just Children's Hospital of LA, there's Children's Hospital of New York, and of every state in the union, there's
also
St. Jude's, which is an amazing place where no family gets turned away from St. Jude's. No, ever. Ever. So donate, because as we all worry and try to figure out what's going to happen with our health care, this is going to be what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to donate to places that are doing the work for the youngest people that we know, and who can't, you know, they don't have a choice. They're our kids.
And Americans need to hold their congresspeople's feet to the fire that profits over people is not American, that it is not correct that if you have a pre-existing condition, you cannot be helped.
Which is what this baby has.
It's unbelievable that even existed before Obamacare, that people who were sick could not get insurance to help themselves. As American citizens, then they call themselves the greatest country in the world.
And what's
You're
also
not when you do that.
No, and what's also very American is that we should be our brother's keeper. We should be our sister's keeper. We should take care of those that are least among us. If you have more money, then yes, maybe your taxes are a little higher, but a little baby like that, his or her life can be saved. That's why the Affordable Care Act is important.
Worship the great American dollar more than they do.
Exactly, and that's why it's so frustrating to me when I hear about this repeal and replace. A lot of times they don't want to have cover pre-existing conditions, and a lot of Republicans are saying, well, if you're healthy, why should you have to pay for someone that is less healthy? That is why.
But
that is why you pay.
They didn't want to not cover pre-existing conditions because they don't care about people. It was because you had other people in the system complaining, saying, I can't afford my health insurance. They were trying to figure out a way to cover that, but not raise everybody else's costs.
Why not make it? Why not put it on the backs of the insurance?
Not too bad for all those people who couldn't afford insurance anymore.
You know what? If everybody contributes, that's why you had a mandate.
That's why you had a mandate. Right. That's exactly.
That's the very basis for insurance. You can't just file for your house got flooded and never having paid in before. You're paying in for the off chance that something happens to you.
And not for nothing, as you know, I'm not a big fan of insurance, because I feel like if you haven't used your insurance for that year, it should roll over. If you haven't been sick, it should roll over. See, for me, if I could get the new guy to say, listen, insurance companies, the people I'm talking to, the people I say I'm representing, they need you to pay attention to their needs. It's not just about you, it's about the American people. So, you know, do it with your insurance. If you're not sick, you shouldn't have to pay new stuff, because it doesn't help you, and it eats up